Ciao Fabri, welcome back in our
Ciao guys.
podcast. Today is a special day because we're gonna talk about many other things, of course, but we have to start with the big news of the day: Lionel Messi extending his deal at Inter Miami.
Yeah, it's a big story. It's the story of the day for sure. It's not a surprise because we've been saying here for a long time that Messi was going to extend his contract, was going to continue this project at Inter Miami, despite many rumors we had, especially before the summer. Messi always had in his mind this opportunity to continue at Inter Miami, to be a big part of the project, to play in the new stadium, the Miami Freedom Park. So everything was already part of the plans, but now it's signed. It's approved by the MLS, and so Messi stays at Inter Miami. What's important to discuss is the length of the contract, 3-year deal for Leo Messi, December 2028, and this is showing the importance of the project. So Leo Messi is trusting Inter Miami, and especially important to mention that Leo Messi will be 41 at that time, so showing also his desire, his will to keep going, to keep delivering, to keep performing, and to trust this project with signings incoming, with a long-term view for Inter Miami. So Messi very excited to stay at the club and signing a new contract.
So this is definitely a big day for the MLS and for the whole Inter Miami fan base, environment, and so on. So what can we expect from the club in 2026? So who's going to be the next signing for Inter Miami?
Yeah, 2026 is going to be an important year. I expect Inter Miami to bring in more important players. Of course, after the playoffs, it's going to be time for two legends like Sergio Busquets and Jordi Alba to retire. But for example, the first signing is already done. I can confirm what I shared here exclusively a few weeks ago. It's done. It's all verbally agreed for Sergio Reguilón, former Man United, Tottenham, Real Madrid, Sevilla, Atletico, left back, to join Inter Miami on a free transfer. Everything has been already agreed, just waiting for the formal steps. So the first new phase for Inter Miami project will be Sergio Reguilón, and more will come. So it's just the beginning for Inter Miami, and I think obviously confirming Leo Messi with a new 3-year contract shows also the ambition of the club.
So 2026 will be also a big year for decisions. Marc Guehi already made his one, but who is in talks to sign him in 2026?
Yeah, for Marc Guehi it's going to be an important moment because he's already decided a long time ago that he's not going to extend his contract at Crystal Palace, so he will be professional as he's been professional till the very end of the season, and then he will decide what he wants to do in 2026. What I can say is that at the moment there are no negotiations ongoing for a transfer in the January transfer window, so the focus is more on a free transfer in 2026. Then never say never, because any moment this could change. There is still a long time before the January window, so maybe some club could be interested in anticipating the others. But at the moment, all the clubs are focusing on a free transfer. At the moment, Italy looks unlikely, from what I understand. The English clubs keep moving around Marc Guehi, with Liverpool still there after what happened on deadline day. Liverpool remain in the list of clubs interested in the player. There is also interest from more clubs, including Tottenham, Man City, including the Spanish giants, for sure, and also Bayern. Bayern also had contacts with people close to the player, so it's a big race for Marc Guehi. What I can guarantee is that the player is starting to explore these possibilities. He's listening to proposals, listening to contract ideas, but also projects. It's also about the technical project. Marc Guehi has been a big leader for Crystal Palace, won titles with Crystal Palace in recent months, but obviously the next target is going to be in the race to win important competitions, like maybe the Premier League or domestic titles, and then obviously the Champions League. So this will be the vision. Let's see what's going to happen, but Marc Guehi is going to be one of the big names for 2026.
Stay in the Premier League for some more questions. One is about Moisés Caicedo. There were a lot of speculations the last days because what happened, he announced his change, his agency. So what can you reveal about this situation?
That at the moment, from what I understand, Moisés Caicedo didn't change his agency because he wants to prepare a move, so Chelsea fans at the moment can be very relaxed, and I think the performances of Caicedo are speaking for him. It's not needed to mention that, but Caicedo is fully focused on Chelsea, so we have always rumors about maybe Real Madrid or other clubs interested. Who is not interested in Moisés Caicedo is my question. He's one of the best midfielders in the world, he's doing fantastic, he's a top professional, so it's obvious to have this kind of rumors, but at the moment there is nothing else. There is full focus from Caicedo on Chelsea, and I maintain what I said in the summer. Chelsea want to discuss a new contract with Moisés Caicedo. He's already on a big contract, big salary, since he signed for the club from Brighton, but he remains one of the crucial faces of the project for the long term. So I see Chelsea continuing these conversations with Moisés Caicedo, now with new representatives, but for sure the focus is on a new deal for Moisés Caicedo at Chelsea.
Speaking of Premier League in 2026, who is or what's like the role in general, the Man United best target for next year?
Yeah, the big target is going to bring to bring in a new midfielder. Man United want to bring in a new midfielder. We will see whether it's going to be possible in January or if they will do that in the summer transfer window, also based on opportunities, because the January market, we know it's very fast. It's just 4 weeks, and so not always you have the right opportunity. Maybe for Man United could be worth waiting for the summer, but they have several players in their shortlist. Carlos Baleba from Brighton, the top target of the summer transfer window, who remains on Manchester United shortlist, but very difficult for January. Similar to Angelo Stiller, a player that Man United have been tracking for a long time and keep tracking. He's really appreciated by people in the management, but at the moment, again, still nothing decided, because it's not an easy deal to make, especially in the January transfer window, more likely in the summer. So Man United are looking at opportunities in the midfield. What I can guarantee is that also in the recent meetings they had at the club with the management and with the coach Ruben Amorim, Amorim keeps indicating to Manchester United directors the need for a new midfielder in terms of long-term vision. They want a player with able to bring intensity, quality, and so Man United will sign an important midfielder in 2026.
You were speaking about the role of midfielder, but what about fullbacks in general in the transfer market? Is a role that might be really affected by changes in 2026?
Yeah, I think also fullbacks is going to be an interesting market for 2026. There is, for example, a name I want to mention after last summer was quite around him, but Denzel Dumfries keeps performing for Inter in Serie A and also in the Champions League. And for Dumfries, there is still a release clause valid in the summer transfer window for 25 million euros. So Dumfries remains a topic to follow for the summer transfer window. At the moment, not for January, from what I understand, but in the summer could be different. So Dumfries could be an interesting option. He's been in the list of several clubs in the Premier League and also Barcelona for a long time. So let's see what's going to happen there, but also fullbacks will be part of the summer transfer window and of 2026 movements.
Let's now talk about talents, because I think Arsenal fans can be happy at least in the next weeks.
Yeah, they can, because Arsenal keep working on contracts. We have been reporting all the new contracts they have delivered in the recent months, from William Saliba to all the others. But the next one is a very good news, because the future of Arsenal, Max Doman, this very talented boy born in 2009, is signing a new scholarship contract at Arsenal now, and the professional contract is also ready, set to be agreed between Doman, his representatives, and Arsenal for the near future. So Arsenal are preparing their pathway for Max Doman. It's really important because several clubs were attentive to the situation. Doman is one of the best talents in the world in this moment, already part of the first team under Mikel Arteta, and so Arsenal have been able to get this new agreement done, and I think it's very, very good news for Arsenal's future.
What about Manchester United?
Manchester United also have a gem in their squad, and in the last 24 hours, imagine he was already training with the first team. He's called JJ Gabriel. He's an offensive player who is scoring a lot of goals with the under-18s, and it's not just about scoring goals. He's also a quality player with big potential. A player wanted by several clubs. I can reveal to you that last summer JJ Gabriel was a target for a European giant, ready to try to hijack the new contract for JJ Gabriel at Manchester United, but then United, and especially Jason Wilcox, has been able to change the situation and to keep the player at the club, and so JJ was happy to sign a new deal at Man United. Now what I can tell you is that JJ Gabriel is training with the first team, is going to be part of the long-term project, and Man United are already planning a future with the boy in terms of contract. So Man United are really working hard on this, and Sir Jim Ratcliffe a few days ago said that the academy is really important. JJ Gabriel is probably considered the best talent in Man United academy right now.
Last one for today. When we talk about talents, we have to mention Barcelona, because every week basically we have a new talent playing for Barca. Who is the next one?
Yeah, he's a big part of the plans for 2026 also in this case, and remember this name, is Ebrima Tunkara. He's a winger, born in 2010, so he's 15 years old, and when the agent, one of the most powerful agents in the world since a long time, Pini Zahavi, arrived in Barcelona on Monday, all the rumors were about Lewandowski's future, for sure, they are discussing, Lewandowski could leave Barcelona at the end of the season, about several topics, because Pini Zahavi is also the agent of Hansi Flick, in very good relationship with the president of Barcelona, Laporta, but what I understand is that the conversation also took place for Ebrima Tunkara. Barcelona want to present a new contract proposal for Ebrima Tunkara, want to keep the player at the club, and someone internally feel that he could be the next big thing, maybe the next Lamine, we will see, it's too early to say, but he's a winger, he's very fast, very talented, and so Barcelona believe they have a new gem in their squad, and is Ebri Matukara for the future.
Thank you, Fabri, for today. Talk to you soon.
Thank you. Ciao, guys.